We don't have bees yet, but before we get them, their hive needs a home. So we turned an old playhouse into a custom beehive cottage.
So we were actually getting ready to burn this old playhouse, and then we started looking through it and we realized there's actually quite a bit of cool stuff in there that we could probably use, and it's just too cool to throw away. For example, this little shingled roof is still in awesome shape, and it would make a really cool roof for the beehive shelter. So my wife is also making a really cool stained glass honeycomb window, which is gonna go awesome with this. So instead of burning this all, we're gonna take it apart carefully, see what we can save, and see how much of it we can turn into a little beehive cottage. I'm excited. So I figured I should probably build the actual beehive before I build the shelter for it. So I'm gonna start putting it together. Ooh. Beekeeping 22-piece bee smoker starter kit. So set that aside. All right, now we can start putting it together. Alright, one frame down, 9 more to go. Like so. And this guy goes on there. The lid. Sweet. So this is looking very, very awesome, and I think that we were originally thinking that we were going to do something super simple, like just straight lines and just easy put together, but you took on something a lot bigger and a lot cooler. And why do you decide to use honeycomb?
Because it's for the beehive.
Yeah. But no, this is looking
it's
great.
easier than doing something like bees. Bees seem really hard.
So our garden is still very much a work in progress. We planted as much as we could at the beginning of the season, but between not having a reliable water system yet, we just haven't been able to finish everything we planned. But with all that, we do still have flowers starting to bloom and produce something. The hive won't magically fix the garden or anything, but hopefully it can become one more part of turning this unfinished space into something healthy, productive, and full of yummy vegetables and fruits. Okay, so we definitely want this. Cool. So we just have to take off the plastic parts now, pull out some nails, and get this thing reinforced a little bit. Oops, sorry, little spiders. Then we also have a piece that goes all the way up here. You can see it over here that supports these shingles. And with that, it's really flimsy, so we're gonna have to find either this in the fire pit or make something to replace it, because without this thing's just gonna be too wibbly wobbly. All right, so I was able to rip, ooh, I thought that was a giant spider. Okay, so we had 2 of these pieces that were kind of like, on the side. And I was able to rip this piece off. And it kind of fits in there well. It sticks out a little bit more than the other one does, but it'll do the trick. At least get the roof stabilized, and yeah, looking good. Gotta go a lot lower. Okay, gotta be very gentle. Got it. Ooh, that made me nervous. This is the only one that will fit. Alright, that sturdies it up quite a bit. Look at that. Now, I gotta make the base. Cover we made. Perfect, like this. So we have to have, I think a beehive has to be, 3 feet off the ground. Better check. How high off the ground should a beehive sit? 16 to 18 inches, so less than I thought. Sweet. So I've got the main structure built for the Beehive Cottage here, and now we're gonna go see how Heidi's doing and see if the window's ready to throw in the back. I'm gonna frame that in there, and then it's gonna be done. And it's gonna be awesome.
Bee for bees.
Bee for bees! All right, so it looks like it's coming together real nice actually. So it looks like you're getting pretty close to being done. It's looking good. so Heidi finished this up, the glass, and so now I'm building a frame out of the leftover wood. Kind of lined up just right to hold the stained glass in place. All right, let's see there. So that looks awesome. Super, super cool. So I'm just gonna trim down there, and then this will slide all the way down and then just be perfect. Such a soothing noise. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's like it was meant to be. So this is really coming together nicely. I absolutely love it, actually. You just gotta move it into the garden and put the beehive in there, and then eventually get some bees. We're not gonna get bees in this video. It takes a while to get them, and we gotta pick the right ones, but at least they'll be ready for them when we get them. How's that look?
So good.
Well, there you have it. We finally got everything put together. The beehive and the house is done. And we took all those Playhouse pieces and we actually turned it into something that looks pretty good.
Yeah, now all we need is the most important part, the bees.
The bees!
Well, we have the hood and the smoker, so we're halfway there already, so.
We don't know how to use them yet, but we'll learn, and that's the most important part.
All right, so the next step, like Heidi said, is getting some bees in here and getting some extra pollinators for the garden. But for now, the hive is ready.
Yeah, we just need some tenants.
Hopefully they'll pay us in some delicious and yummy honey, if we're lucky. What could go wrong? Or cash. Lots of cash. We're short on both.
Now let's go get some honey. Yay!
Buzzing like a bumblebee, buzzing like a bumblebee.